Hello my viewers and students, thank you for choosing my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be discussing the various types of matrices that we have. So we are going to start with a row matrix. I'm going to start with a row matrix. So this is a matrix that only has one row. For example, we have A, B, C. So this is what we call a row matrix, because what is a matrix is an array of numbers, but it contains only one row. So if you watch my previous video, we know that this is a row and not a column. So this is a single row matrix, right? So then number 2, we have a column matrix. So this is also a matrix that has only one column. For example, we have A and B. So this is a matrix of one column. And so the order of this one is, this is one row and then 1, 2, 3 columns. So we have 1 by 3 matrix. And so for this one, the order or size is, this is the first row, this is the second row, and then this is only the first column. So this is 2 by 1 matrix. So the third in our list is diagonal matrix. I have diagonal matrix, right? So this is a matrix where all the elements are 0 apart from the leading diagonals. For example, we have A, 0, 0 and B. So this is a diagonal matrix because this A and B are the leading diagonals. So only this A and B can be numbers or any other thing, but all other elements are 0. So let's look at the 3 by 3 diagonal matrix. For 3 by 3 diagonal matrix, we have A, 0, 0, 0, B, 0, 0, 0, C, right? So if you look at this, you see all these leading diagonals, all of them are non-zero numbers, whereas other elements are 0. So this is a diagonal matrix. So our number 4 on the list is zero matrix. A zero matrix. So a zero matrix is a matrix that has all elements as 0. So this is a 2 by 2 0 matrix, right? All the elements are 0. So for 3 by 3 0 matrix, all elements are still 0. So this is a 3 by 3 0 matrix, right? So this is, the order is 3 by 3, whereas the order of this is 2 by 2 because it has 2 rows and then 2 columns. This one has 3 rows and then 3 columns. So our number 5 on the list is a unit matrix. A unit matrix. So unit matrix is a matrix that has 1 as its leading diagonals. So for example, a 2 by 2 unit matrix is 1, 0, 0 and 1. Right? All the leading diagonals are 1. So for 3 by 3 unit matrix, we have 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0 and 0, 0, 1. Now the difference between a unit matrix and a diagonal matrix, yes, and this diagonal matrix is because a diagonal matrix, all the leading diagonals can be any other numbers apart from 1, sorry. So if you look at, we see A and B. So these represent different numbers. Then for unit matrix, it must have 1 as its leading diagonals. So you can see 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is a unit matrix for you. Now number 6 on our list is the one we call a lower triangular matrix. So a lower triangular matrix is a matrix that has 0 as its upper triangle. A, B, we have D, C, E, then we have 0, 0, 0, here is F. Now, how is it upper triangular matrix? So, we can draw triangle here, you can see. So this is not perfect, but then, you see, this is a triangle. So this is a lower triangular matrix. Now, the lower triangular matrix means that the lower triangle is 0. I mean, are non-zero numbers, apart from the leading diagonals, right? So, let me show you something. So, these are the lower triangle, right? So, this is the lower triangle here. So, this lower triangular matrix means that the elements in each lower triangle are non-zero numbers, whereas the elements in the upper triangle are zero numbers. Lower triangular matrix means that the elements in the lower triangle are non-zero numbers, whereas the elements at the upper triangle are all zero numbers. Now, let's look at the upper triangular matrix so that we can compare them. So, let's make number 7 on our list. Upper triangular matrix. So, this one has all the elements at the lower triangle as 0, and then the other ones as 1. So, for example, we have A, B, C, I have 0, D, E, 0, 0, and then F. So as you can see, this forms the lower triangle, right? This forms the lower triangle, and then this forms the upper triangle. So in this lower triangular matrix, the lower triangle are non-zero elements, but in upper triangular matrix, the upper triangle are non-zero. So when you say upper triangular matrix, know that the lower triangular part of it are 0 elements. Then when you hear about lower triangular matrix, you just know that the elements at the upper triangular part are all 0 elements. So let's see the final one, which is the square matrix. The square matrix. In this square matrix, we have 2 by 2. This is A, B, C, D. Now, square matrix is a matrix that has equal number of rows and columns, right? So they have equal numbers of rows and columns. It can be 4 by 4. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. So the main thing here is that square matrices are matrices that have equal number of rows and columns. For example, it has equal rows and columns. This one is 2 by 2 matrix. This one is 3 by 3 matrix. This one is 4 by 4 matrix. So we also have 5 by 5, 6 by 6, 7 by 7, and so on. So matrix that has equal number of rows and columns are called square matrices. And the final one we have is a scalar matrix. We have a scalar matrix. Now this is a matrix that its leading diagonals are equal. For example, we have 1, 0, 0, and 1. So it has equal numbers of leading diagonals, and they must be square matrix. So let's take a look at another one, a 3 by 3 matrix. For example, we have 1, 0, 0, have 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So its leading diagonals are equal, right? This is a scalar matrix. a scalar matrix. Now, this must not always be 1, right? For a scalar matrix, they are equal, but it must not always be 1. So it can be 2, it can be 2, here it can be 2, and it can be 2. So that's the difference between a scalar matrix and a unit matrix. A unit matrix must have only 1 as its diagonals, right? Whereas a scalar matrix must not be 1. Any other number can be there. But for a unit matrix, it must be 1. For a diagonal matrix, it must be any other number, but the upper and lower triangles must be 0. With this, I hope you've understood the different types of matrices that we have, the one I discussed. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. God bless you.